99 miles per hour in the first round of competition with his nitrous oxide injected 622 cubic inch Camaro. Takes on the incredible supercharged wing Corvette of Walter Henry. And this race will determine the first of two finalists who will battle it out for the AC Delco Championship. Even though Walter Henry qualified second, he's now at a disadvantage after Little improved to a 7:26 in round one. You see the nitrous oxide purge. Little now inches forward into the staging beams, ready for the challenge. They leave the starting line side by side, no reaction time advantage at all. Walter Henry starts to pull it out, but now here comes Little. Absolutely incredible battle. And indeed, it is Walter Henry pulling out a win by the closest of margins. On the replay, you can see the two cars react to the green light as one. Walter Henry had a little bit extra power in the mid-range. You see a half-car advantage, but now Little's nitrous oxide closes the gap, and Walter Henry wins it by a margin of 8 thousandths of a second at the finish line. Unbelievable battle. Bill Coolman foils the tires one more time in the Summit Racing Equipment Beretta. The Wentzville, Missouri racer has so far qualified #1, reset both ends of the track record, hit the first 200-mile-per-hour run in AC Delco Chevy All-Star history. The only thing left to do is get around Ken Karsten and go on to the final round. Karsten has suffered transmission problems throughout the event. You saw that shut-off 7.56 second run, but Coolman at 7.15 seconds has everybody covered. At this point, Karsten must rely on his starting line advantage and his own 200-mile-per-hour horsepower to even give Bill Coolman a race. They move in. Coolman again, the last to stage, utilizing a little psychology here, putting the pressure on his opponent, making him wait. Coolman finally now begins to inch forward and stages. The Christmas tree goes to green. The reaction time advantage to Coolman by 900ths of a second, and Karsten's transmission apparently gives him problems again. But Coolman equally suffers problems. 7.55 seconds at 194 miles per hour. There had to be some kind of problem on the run. And there you see it. Tires shake for Bill Coolman as the car actually gets close to the guardrail. Coolman was forced to get in and out of the throttle, and that slowed him some 0.4 of a second from his previous 7:15 pace. Still, Bill Coolman advances to the final round, and Bob Berry is with him.
Bill, looked like a pretty good run. And Kenny Karsten obviously broke. You went just blasting past him at half track.
Oh, really? Well, we have problems of our own. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm glad he did break because I'd had my hands full on that run.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got another problem. Walter Henry got past Donnie by 8 thousandths, and you guys are in the final. We want to have a little early chit-chat about this, so to speak?
We've been in the final quite a few times before, so it's nothing new for either one of us, and it's worked out both ways. He's won some, I've won some, so it's going to be a battle.
Well, if he's been in the final so many times, Walter, maybe he just wants to sit this out for you.
Well, we can go that way, too. A win's a win. But Bill and myself, we like taking racing and having a good, clean race and just see who wins the first round.
A battle of contrast shaping up for the final round of the season finale. AC Delco Chevy All-Star Weekend. Stay with us. Trip to the pit area here at the AC Delco Chevy All-Star Weekend, and Bob Berry is with the finalists.
Well, as you can see, there's a lot of work going on in Bill Coolman's pit. He had a 7.5, and the car just didn't run right the last time, and you thought maybe the second nitrous bottle didn't kick in. Was that the problem?
It wasn't the second one. The first one didn't do its job, so we're going to put in a new set of plugs. We might have fouled a couple out, and then we're going to go with the nitrous system and see what we can learn.
Well, Walter got lane choice, and I gathered that he's probably going to take the pit side. Is that going to present a little extra problem, do you think?
A little bit, yeah. It's definitely a better lane, but we'll deal with that, you know. The more cars that go down the track, the better the lane will get, so.
Okay, well, good luck to you in the final. We'll see you at the other end.
Thank you very much.
Well, as Walter Henry says, no bottle, no throttle, and he is a firm believer here with the Corvette of this supercharger. You cranked it up a little bit going into the semifinals, and I think you're going to have to crank it up just a little bit more, but you did get lane choice because Bill had some problems on the last run.
Yes, I think it's going to help us a little bit there with the lane choice. Track